It's red left switch, Z right, sprint right G, U corner, halfback flat. Nice and easy. Let's walk it. Here we go.
All right.
That's a new intro.
You guys like the new intro?
I
like the new intro.
Dude, did you just say sprint right? I fucking lost the Super Bowl on a sprint right. Fuck you, you dickhead. The last play of the game was sprint right. God, I hate you.
By the way, there's two other versions of the intro.
Don't ever play this one again, okay? This one was fucking terrible. I don't ever want to hear sprint right or Q8 again.
Welcome in. It's the O-line committee. It's Alex, Boone, and Jeremiah Sirles, who played a combined decade and a half in the NFL trenches. I quit football after 8th grade. I just judge football players on a microphone. We're going to pull back the curtain so you can watch film with two former NFL offensive linemen. And we have preseason film from the Hall of Fame game, boys. Last Thursday.
Hey,
Bears, Texans.
Shout out to the Bears, 1-0. Can I just say this, though?
Well, I mean, the game ended early, so can you really say 1-0?
Yeah, they're 1-0. Listen.
They were like, it's the Hall of Fame game. Let's just call it.
All right, listen. Houston came out, and it was some of the best preseason football I've seen at the Hall of Fame game in a long time. It was like a 10-play drive. Fucking going off the rails. I was super excited about it. I was like, dude, look at this. DeMeco Ryans coming back year 2, like giving it to him. I'm fucking about it. And by the way, shout out Nick Broker, fucking right tackle for Houston, was just laying dudes out by the pile. Super excited. We got to give a shout out every week to an O-lineman. Somebody doing some, dude, somebody just out there giving people the mess. Having coaches go, you see this? We're gonna have more guys like this. Huh? Look at this fucking guy. I love this guy. Yeah, you're not starting to make the team though. Keep doing this, okay?
So here's what we have today. This is the Bears' final drive of the first half. I believe Brett Rippon was the quarterback here. We'll check out his jersey.
Go.
I gave you guys all the offensive linemen's numbers, and you said so you could like look at the roster.
Nameless,
no,
faceless.
Although nameless, faceless.
I gotta say, one of them we know. One of them we know, dude. We played with one of them.
We'll see.
I think
We'll see. Listen, until you make the 53, I can't remember all your names. I'm sorry.
I know Avante. I'm not going to be rude. I know him.
It's fine. I mean, the guys we know will know.
Yeah,
but dude,
but everybody else, I don't want to know.
The undrafted rookie from Minot, I don't know who you are. I'm not going to learn who you are.
Don't be mad. We didn't know you in the camp.
I love you. No one knew who I was either. But until you make a team and do something, then I'll learn your name.
So here's what we have. This is 2-minute drill, clock winding down, like less than a minute to go in the first half. And you'll see the down and distance on the screen once it's a 1st and 10, obviously. I'm going to roll these. We have each one. It's like 5-6 plays from 2 angles. And this is our first dive into the film here of the 2024 preseason.
Here we go, baby.
Here we go.
Over 2. I love it.
Set.
Here we go.
Vanillas can go.
Ooh, little twist. Picked up. I like you. Here we go.
It is ripping.
Over to an under. Look at that. We're sliding.
Nice,
Ooh,
nice
center's there.
slide
Go
into
back.
it.
Go back real quick. Go back. Ooh, go back. Look at that center getting there in time. I like that.
Okay, so we're looking at, you can't,
They go full slide. They go
Look
slide
at, you got a little KC overload over here going on, a little 2-look. I like it. They're getting wide. Someone's going to be coming in soon. Center does a great job with his drag, and he's there. Oh, don't be afraid to put your helmet down, Bubba. Fucking hit that dude. By the way, this is one of the toughest sets, this left guard, when you come down on this 2-eye, because he's got a kind of a 3-way go. It's a great job throwing his hands. Just sit your ass back a little bit, Bubba. But this is a great job. Left tackle on his own. Get
really
you
nice,
some.
really nice protection here. Nice little chip out here by 47, which is an atrocious tight end number.
Oh, for sure.
it's too, you have 90 guys on the team. Someone's got to take number 47.
It's a great job of the left tackle not oversetting, but dude, you got to sit down. Always be ready for the ball. Go back. Young players, you're always going to be challenged with the bull because nobody knows how strong you are. Nobody knows left tackle.
74.
Nobody knows what you can do. So they're going to test your strength first. They're assuming that you have long arms, you can get up the field. Speed would be a bad idea. They're all going to try and run through you. He does a great job of setting. I love it. Just throw your hands harder and sit down more. See how his legs in the air as soon as he makes contact? Got to be down and rooted into the ground. But this is a great job for an offensive line. Dude, I'm not kidding. This game was really fun to watch in the beginning.
His right hand's kind of out here dangling too, right?
Run a stunt, pick it up, nice pocket. Quarterback, if you stand back there at 10 yards, you're dead. I can't help you.
Yeah, the fuck you doing, dude?
Step up.
That's called no man's land because nobody's back there.
Let's go ripping.
Is that is that Collins?
No, he's 79.
That's Collins at left tackle though. Isn't that Aviant?
No, I think he's 79.
Yeah, it is 74.
That's Collins.
He's 74.
74.
Yeah.
All right,
That's our guy.
Let's go.
It's the only guy we know, which we love.
Yeah, he played
We
with
love
us
him.
in Minnesota. He was an
We
undrafted
love him.
free agent rookie.
That's right.
Yep.
He was such a good
Here we
dude.
go.
All right,
3 by
2nd and
1.
3. Clock's running here.
Ooh,
Oh,
little draw. Climb on the linebacker. Dude, the best part about 2-minute drill in the preseason is you're like, there's no way they're communicating.
No.
We aren't communicating.
No.
Like, we're just going to see who screws up first. Right? Nice little double here on the left guard in the center. Tag team up. First down.
See, dude, this is
Love
good
it.
football. I'm not against this.
This isn't bad.
I'm not. That's why I'm really excited. Like, I even like how 69, we have a slant on the
climbs
interior.
up here.
Why? Because we're not going to let the middle of the field just be completely open. But both of them stop his rush first and then get off. Now, I'd like the center to continue, but
Got a helmet adjust.
Here's the problem with that. Go back. You don't know where the running back's taking it on a draw. So you're kind of assuming, like, hey, I'm going to try and create this lane for you. And at the same time, when 69 breaks off to the left, all of a sudden you kind of look like you're in bad position. No coach is going to get on you for that, because at the same time, the ball could have easily cut to the right. Right? Like, you could just set out to the right, let both these guys go out, but the right guard kind of gets cross-faced.
I mean, if I'm the running back here needs to go right. If you go back, so if you
No,
if
but
you,
the problem
if you
is
look here, look, the running back. This as soon as I see, if I'm the running back here and I see 60 get cross faced, right, like his helmet right there, the lane's to
Get
the
out
right.
there.
Like the lane's to the right here. Like, and I understand that you want to go behind the double team, but like there's a big lane. You got to trust your tight end's going to get up there and actually block that guy. It's a little bit of a misread. Again, it's preseason football.
Draw is so fun, though.
And what's that running back's name? Naga. I got to make the roster if you can't make a
Can't make a
read.
cut.
Uh-oh.
Dude, look at this catch. Look at this pitch and catch right here.
Great catch.
Pretty.
What happens though?
Talk to me.
Who gets beat? Oh, spin move. Spin move. Right tackle.
Go
Oh my
back.
God. Tackle. You
Come
got to
on.
set vertical,
me
and
see
you
it.
got to anticipate games, right? So let's see the initial set. Good. Bad.
Where you going?
Bad.
Where you
bad.
going? Go back. Listen,
He's
he
really
should have
good.
stopped. He is really good. Go play it slow. He should have just stopped and anchored himself and said, I'm not going any farther than this. Why? Because I'm at the same depth as the quarterback.
Stop.
Boom. Done. Throw my hands. He spins inside. He's going into a wall of nothing. But instead, I lean on my punch and I continue setting. Like, I call this being lulled to sleep with my rookies. I go, don't ever let somebody lull you to sleep. And that's where you set out there and you're like, oh, this is a stupid rep. And then all of a sudden he spins in on you out of nowhere, right? Like, you have to have full recognition of what you are doing in this game. And right there, that's where you overcommitted, when the left leg kept going across the body. You need to
This is
sit.
a bad position to be in if you're
No
an offensive
shit.
lineman, right?
Throw it. I'm not saying I haven't been there. I was there once against Ontario
100%.
Poe, and I was like, throw the fucking
Oh,
ball.
dude. I gave up my first sack in the NFL to Ontario Poe.
He's a motherfucker, dude. 350 pounds. He can move like a deer. Is insane. But at the same time, have a purpose when you're out there. Know that something's coming, and don't ever let somebody hit that fucking quarterback. I told my boys last night, we don't let anyone touch our quarterback, and if they do, it's a war
dude,
now.
Brett Rippon, that's a great job hanging in here. It's
Yeah.
a nice throw, man.
I mean, he pressure coming, steps into it, lets it go, and then
Go back
Boom.
real quick, too.
Great
I like
catch.
the right guard. I'm not in love with the set, but I love how much he fights. He fights to keep in control here and does whatever he can to get the job done. I'm cool with that.
nice set. Throw your hands. Boom.
Turned a little bit,
Fight.
but see how
fight.
he's fighting?
Digs in
Fight.
there.
That's the struggle. And that's what these young players don't understand. And I hear all these O-line coaches, because I have to talk to them a lot, and the one thing they want to see is, I want to see this guy struggle. I want to see how long he can fight when he's under attack. This is exactly that. You have a bad set, but you're in there fighting your ass off to get the job done. The slide's going away, so they obviously have the nice side. We don't. That's how you struggle for a young player. You get the job fucking done.
All right, 1st and 10. Clock's
Oh,
running.
see-
Edge
interior
field goal.
twist. Oh, God damn it. Oh, I should never be a coach. God, I'd be cussing these guys. Look at this. What do we think is going to happen? We just said it. They're not going to leave the middle of the field wide fucking open. Someone's moving. Play it.
They run a TT.
Guard.
You'll hear us talk about this all year. If you don't flatten the penetrator, the
Punch
game wins.
fucking-
69 has to flatten the penetrator. What I mean by flatten, you punch him, and then you are going to deliver him to the center square. You have to be square. If you're not square, you'll never come off on the looper. Center, have some awareness. Nice job. But because he didn't flatten the penetrator, he's turned here. There's no way he's getting back. And then they do the cardinal sin.
Don't do that. I thank you.
Leave both of them on.
Both of them leave. Don't ever do that. Listen, 63. Go back.
No.
This, and it's a common misconception because the
this
center
happens a
thinks
lot.
the guard is stuck on him. So he goes, I'm going to make this right. I've seen this happen several times. They tell you every single time. If the penetrator comes in and you can get hands on, you fucking stay because he could be the biggest problem in all of this. The looper has to go around all the trash. But if the penetrator gets left unblocked, then you got real fucking problems. But the same thing, just like Jay said, go back. If you don't punch him and flatten him off, it allows 94 to cut this corner super tight. But if you come down and strike him, you almost run him into the looper, which slows the entire thing down. And at times can shut this whole thing down. It's a bad body position. And it's a hard thing because, look, the only way you can do is turn open. Dude, quarterback fucking ate one there, too.
Again, and a great throw. Wow.
No way these dudes got off unscathed on this one. This is too simple. This is a TT. Gotta punch him, 6'9".
Yep, you don't punch him here. Tackles do a nice job keeping the width. But
what's the meeting room like the day after a preseason game when you?
These guys are
We're
scared
running this
shitless. These young guys are scared
These young
to
guys,
fucking death.
This poor guy stared at the ceiling of his hotel room all night until the next meeting
Thinking
room.
about it. Oh
Just like,
god.
oh god, they're gonna cut me.
Oh,
I'm never
God.
gonna be able to make it. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
god.
All right, here
done.
we go. Clean pocket, nice dart over the
There it
middle.
is.
It's a great.
Dude.
I mean, it's a great drive by.
I'm telling you, man, it's a good
By Brett
preseason
Ribbon.
game. Same thing. Go back. 60. I love you. I don't know who you are. My God, dude. Throw your fucking hands. You cannot get walked back every time like this because now you've invited everybody to do this to you. Once you put this film out, people are going to try that every day now on you. They're just going to keep running through you. And that's a lot of work. And where did you go wrong? With the silly flash. What is that?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
He's like
putting his
setting
hand
with
out?
his hand straight out.
Yeah.
What is that? I'm not going to let him know when I'm going to hit him. I need to surprise him at the same time. But if you allow him to get into your chest like this, dude, you're going to be bear wrestling these dudes the entire time. And that is not fun. That is not dominating. And you don't entice victories like that. You're just going to get blown back every time. But it's the same thing. It's like, what's the first thing that jumps out to me on this film? You have to think that's what the coach is going to think.
You want to
What's
know
jumping out?
You want to know what his name is? Bill Murray.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. No way.
Bill
name is
Murray
Bill Murray.
from
Yeah.
William and Mary. 6'4", 307 pounds.
You're giving Bill Murray a bad name,
27
dude. You're
years
pissing
old.
him off. Listen, and honestly, that was the one thing that when you're in this room, and it's hard because Jay has mentioned this before, people start counting numbers, right? And it's a numbers game. And you're going to start doing this. If you're the guy that's standing out constantly and not in a good way, that's not good. If I see that I'm like, hey, you just let this guy put his hands in your chest 3 plays ago, and now you're letting him do it again, and he does it again later in the game, and it's like, hey, bud, how long until we figure out we don't want dudes in our chest? Like, how long do you have to play this game to figure that out? At the same time, in the NFL, you have to make these changes because these guys on defense are nobodies too. They are not superstars. They're not out here with long careers going crazy. It's not Fred Warner out there. That's my point. Imagine what's going to happen when Nick Bosa gets out there against you. It's a whole nother level of craziness. And that's why when you're looking at this film, if you're a young guy, the one thing you want to do is be Nick Broker. You want me looking at this going, who the fuck is that? Holy shit, he just headbutted the fuck out. Next play. Did he just spear that motherfucker? Dude, I can work with this guy. Why? Because he's fucking ecstatic to be out there. He's going to the echo of the whistle. What don't I want to see? You getting your fucking chest exposed every other play. Dude, enough, right? That's what camp is, and that's why we put this film out there, and it's super fun to do, and it's great that we have new fucking film. I am so
yes,
excited.
finally.
I was so
New
excited.
film. For
Maybe
new
that
film.
first drive sucked. I was just so excited to watch football in the middle of a baseball city that I was like the only one. People were walking by like, what's he watching? What is that? Is that football? Oh, my God, Barbarian.
Janice,
terrible.
not now. Okay,
Dude,
I'm
it
watching
was-
the Bears' third string offensive line.
Dude,
Shush.
I will say this though, when we went to Cooperstown, the first thing you do is the celebration, like the parade, and they call up like 50 dads and 50 moms randomly to do this dance in the middle, and they called me, and so we were sitting there talking to all these dads, and this one dad comes up from this selects team, and he's like, you're a big guy. Where are you from? I go, Minnesota. And we were talking about football because someone's like, oh, you definitely played pro ball, and I was like, yeah, I played for a little bit, and then we started talking, and this guy's like, yeah, well, your kids are definitely going down. They're definitely going to lose this week. And I was like, oh, it's like that, huh, motherfucker? I was like, game on, bro. He's like, no, you don't understand. We've pulled kids in from all over the country, California, Texas, Wisconsin. He's like, we got a kid from Puerto Rico on our team. I was like, oh, we're fucked.
He's 32 years old. No, sure,
They
yeah.
ended up winning the
12.
championship 21-1. And when I tell you that this team was fucking legit, I was like, oh my God. But we ended up talking about like Dallas football, and he's a big fan. And then instantly you're like, dude, it's so funny how football can bring everybody together in such a weird way, because now everyone's talking shit like, God, I fucking hate that team. They suck. And it's like, it's just so fun, dude. And breaking
think
down
the
new
back
film is worth
and
it.
it's
What do you think,
bad.
dude? I saw Nick Wright on Fox Sports 1 pick the Bears to go to the Super Bowl.
He's
Such
an
a
idiot.
bad take.
He's an idiot. You're an idiot.
Too hot of a take.
Dude, too hot.
You got a bunch
too
of Bears
fast.
fans.
You're
you got a
gonna
bunch of
flame
Bears
out.
fans watching right
Rookie
now.
quarterback.
You're
rookie
gonna flame
quarterback
out.
taking you all to the Super Bowl? No, sir. That's not how
Bears
this game
Bears
works.
playoffs or no right now?
No.
No.
Just because they're not it's
competitive.
just too hard in the division. I mean, you've got Green Bay and Detroit sitting there at the top of the division. Like, to go climb through them, 4 games there, and then also go and try and make it. The NFC, it's not going to happen. I think they'll be above 500, like by 1 game maybe. But I don't
All right,
think
I'll
they're
tell you
playoff
what.
Browns.
I'll go the other way. I'll say yes and a steak and a beer on it. Steak and a beer.
You got the whiteboard? Did you
get it?
Whiteboard?
We got a whiteboard here,
All right,
boys. We
First steak in the beer bet.
Steak
First
and a
steak in the
beer.
beer bet.
You know what? Let's
Alex
go
is
Bears.
saying-
Let's go
Alex is
Bears.
saying- Bears are
Alex,
going-
Bears playoffs.
Bears
Okay.
playoffs.
Dub Bears. Dub
All right,
Bears.
we're keeping track of this because we're
Make
going to
note.
go.
Hey,
out for
this is
a hell of a
official
dinner.
now. I'm not even kidding you. Every one of these gets put up there, and they get wiped off when you, Mackie. I think you owe us one, by the way.
We all owe each other.
Get out of here! I'm on the podcast. What are you
got
doing,
100.
dude? Do you believe this tiny one just walks in right now? What are you looking at me like that for?
Mine walked in earlier and he was like, "Can I come out quiet?" I was like,
Just-
"Go back upstairs."
Just walked in, started asking me a question. I'm on a show.
We're breaking down preseason 2 minutes.
Yeah,
drills,
we're
okay?
making hot takes, little man.
Bill Murray's in here doing things.